But I'm going to go into the third article. The third article is the last article. It's 6 ways a love spell can go terribly wrong. 30 minutes in. Oh my God. This one is written by T and Rosemary, November 4th, 2020. That's when it was written. Love spells are super popular in witchcraft. Who doesn't love a love spell? Even though they're lots of fun, love spells are also really tricky, and they're hard to cast well and can backfire easily. As much as you might picture your ideal outcome when you're considering a love spell, there are lots of ways a love spell can go wrong that you should consider equally. Wow. So it has 6 points, so it's gonna go 6 to 1. So the 6 point, it doesn't work. First of all, let's see. Sign me up. Sign me up. I have to. Okay. Let's see. Okay, first of all, yes, your love spell might straight up not work. This can happen for a variety of reasons. You might not be able to raise enough energy because everything is energy. Energy is everything. You have to have some sort of power. Not everyone has power. They just talk the talk, but they don't know what they're doing. You might not be able to raise enough energy to successfully cast a love spell, or you might just be working with a bad spell. Another reason your spell might fail is if your intention is wrong. For example, you might think you're casting a love spell, but you're projecting anger. When you raise your energy, the spell turns into a hex. So it's basically, whenever you're doing any kind of spells, you're not supposed to be angry. Like, you're not supposed to be angry. You're supposed to be working out of love. Everything is supposed to be out of love and light. You have to have good intentions. You have to be positive. You have to be happy. You have to be in a good mood. Your vibes have to be high. You cannot have low vibes. You can't be angry. You can't be jealous. You can't be mad. Those are low vibes. You got to raise your vibration in order to do any kind of spell for it to work successfully. The spell might then cause your intended to have trouble in the future, relationships, or to be unable to find a love partner. So it's like it curses you. These are the only few examples of the way the love spell might manifest. But the point is that you haven't really cast a love spell if your intention wasn't love. You have to vibe high and you have to be good. You have to have good intentions. Like, if your intentions are wrong, it's not going to work. You create obsession, not love. Remember in Harry Potter when J.K. Rowling explains that love spells can really create love, so they can't really create love. They create obsession. She definitely took that bit of knowledge from traditional witchcraft. As popular as love spells are, they just can't create love if it doesn't already exist. So you have to love the person for you to do any kind of love spell on a person. That person has to love you a little bit. If they don't love you, that is not going to work. If someone does not love you, then you can manifest that love to grow. But if absolutely no love exists, then it can't be created. If you cast a strong love spell on someone who doesn't love you, the spell will probably manifest an obsession. Your intended might become totally obsessed with you without knowing why. But even if you enter into a relationship, it won't ever feel like true love. If love spells backfire in this way, they can end up feeling more like hexes or jinxes rather than true love spells. That sucks. 4. You manifest love, but you aren't sure if it's real, so you start doubting it. You start doubting if the person really loves you because you know you just did a love spell on them, so you don't think they love you. You think it's only because of your love spell. If your intended already loves you, then there is a possibility for a love spell to work, because there's love there. You could start to see, they could start to see you in a better light and notice your positive qualities. The love can then grow naturally with the assistance of the spell's energy. The problem with that is that you might not know if it's real. As long as your spell is cast, you'll always feel as though that relationship isn't legit. This is a common issue with successfully cast love spells. That means when you do the love spell on it and it works, you think that it's not working, or you think the love isn't the genuine love. You think it's the spell. Even if you think you won't have this problem, think carefully before you cast it. Number 3, the love spell creates a cord. Sometimes your love spell doesn't create love or obsession. Instead, you create a cord that ties you to your intended. That's like bonding or binding a person to you. Your intended might want to move on or meet other people, but it's tied to you so they can't move on. You will probably also be tied. Sometimes this will mean that you work things out and get back together. That sounds great. Not so fast. You both feel like you're together out of obligation, not out of desire. You feel like you have to be together. These are types of relationships where both people absolutely hate each other but stay together anyways. For either person to move on, you need to break the cord between you and the object of your spell. So that's cutting the cord, cutting the love spell, like breaking all ties with the person. Number 2, it exposes qualities of the spell's object. Exposes qualities of the spell's. Let's see what that means. I don't know what that means. Let's say your love spell works perfectly. Your lover wants to be with you and give you the ultimate commitment. All of a sudden, however, you start noticing things about your partner that you didn't see, and those are not good qualities. It's pretty common for a witch to cast a love spell on someone they think they want to be with, only to find out when it works that they don't want to be with the person. Unfortunately, love spells are really hard to reverse. Sometimes you just can't reverse it completely. Before you cast a love spell, you need to be completely positive that your intended is the person for you. Number 1, your partner finds out about it. If everything does go according to plan and you ride off into the sunset, there's still one glaring issue. Will you ever tell your partner about the love spell that you cast? In so many ways, a love spell zaps the free will of the intended. You basically decided what your partner would feel and acted on it. So you took their will away. You took their will to make decisions. So even if your partner did already love you, instead of letting it grow naturally, you coerce their love to grow. And if they didn't love you and you created obsession or cord, then this is an even more volatile situation. I'm not telling you to never cast a love spell. There are plenty of love spells that don't force the other person to do anything. There are self-love spells, for you to love yourself, care for yourself. Love spells to enhance your own attractiveness, for you to just love yourself. Love spells for rose-colored glasses. Rose-colored glasses, those are glamour spells. Regardless of what others tell you, always follow your own intuition when you're struggling to know if you should cast a spell. Try divination, tarot, a pendulum to figure out if a spell is right for you, and follow your gut. That's your intuition. Follow your intuition. So that is it. Those are the 3 articles that I used. I went in 25 minutes. I'm gonna probably break these down into three different videos so that you can check it out. But always lead with love. Thanks for watching. Thanks for clicking on my video. And I hope I did okay. And you can always check the link in the description box to check out the video, to check out the link, to check out the article. You can always go into the description box to check it out. And thanks for watching. Bye.